What is up, you beautiful cats and kittens, you boys and girls, you badgers and gerbils, all you Refuge Nationites out there? Thank you so much for tuning into the Refuge Report, where we sit down, we give you the real news, no BS. Well, there's some BS, but that's just life in these current days, in these current times. Thank you so much for coming here. As always, we appreciate you. We love you. You're beautiful, except for 12C. He's average looking at best. No, in all reality, we appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to all you who showed up a little bit early. Share the show today. We have insider video that we have found through scouring the interwebs of some very interesting haps inside of a U.S. Naval recruiting office. I'm sure you'll be surprised as to what language and ethnicity everyone is speaking and is. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. We also have some really cool promos that we'll be talking about throughout the show today.
I mean, you don't want to miss this one.
You don't want to miss this one. This is a good one to share. This is a good one to get out there. We got some really good news today. We're going to be talking about Luigi, the man, the myth, the legend, laying pipe with his brother Mario. Nope, just kidding. It's Luigi Mandalorian, Mangalone, however you say his last name. He doesn't seem like a real person. Mangalone. He doesn't seem like a real person, but we'll get into all that. We'll talk about U.S., hanging out with ISIS for the 9,372nd time. We're running it back. Hashtag doing work in Syria. So we'll talk about all the happenings there. We'll talk about some police action in California and how it might have been questionable. And did somebody save a life? We'll see. We'll dive into it. But first things first, the show is brought to you by Refuge Medical, the best dang first aid kit company in the world.
The best.
The best. No, seriously, guys, go over to Refuge Medical. We are shipping out stuff right now in time for Xmas. If you're celebrating Christmas or any of the associated holidays and you wanted to get a gift in this holiday season, give the gift of life. Give the gift that actually could protect and save someone, that would allow somebody to be the hero of their own story, that would empower you with even more capability in these uncertain times, or empower your kids or your neighbors or your friends or your mom or your dad or your dog, whatever it may be. We got something for them, I promise. I went around the office today and I asked everyone, hey, if you could tell or share one thing on the live stream, what would it be? And when asking Mike, Mike was pretty dang funny. I asked him, I said, Mike, what would you want to share with the live stream today? And he said, you tell them that I'm sweating right now. I'm in prison. I'm going nonstop. I'm working nonstop for, getting them their orders in time. So Mike has now been donned Prison Mike. He's chained to the table. He's shipping orders nonstop. I haven't seen the whites of his eyes in 4 days, because all he's doing is looking down, just building kits as fast as possible. He's lost 12 pounds this holiday season. Most people gain weight. Mike loses weight because he's working so dang hard to get you the kits you deserve. Shout out to Mike. He's one of the best builders we got here in the house. I asked Philip, one of our newer employees, and Philip said he wanted to talk about winter preparedness, making sure you guys were prepared for the winter, for the cold weather. And with that, we got more survival blankets that just came in stock. So the Arcturus survival blanket, it's an incredible product. Fits perfectly under the seat of a car. And it's something that packs really well. You can put one of those ready heats in there. You don't have to put one of those ready heats in there. But it is a really, really cool piece of kit. We love it. What do you got there, Lauren? She's blowing up with excitement.
You know what I'm going to do for next week?
What are you doing?
Remember to have our Prison Mike picture and the SNL lady that's like, I'm so excited. That lady do it for me.
I'm so excited.
We can't hold on to it anymore. We got to tell them what the deal is today, because there's like almost 100 people here and I don't want them to leave because they have to know.
Okay, fine. We'll talk to you about the promo for today. We tried to do a promo on the live stream because it's so cool to hang out with all you beautiful people. That being said, anybody who goes to the store, spends $50 today, gets a free bleeding prevention webinar. So you get 3 hours of online training for free. You can do it in your own house. You can hang out. You can actually gift it to a friend as well if you so chose. So you just got to spend $50 in the store today. Use the code LIVE, L-I-V-E, Lima, Indigo, Victor, Echo. And with that, you can go ahead and get a free bleeding prevention webinar. So it's the opportunity to hang out and get some training. $50 in the store gets you it. You could order one of the few OD Green Bear Facts that are left if you wanted to grab an OD Green Bear Fact. They are shipping. They should be there before Christmas if you're not in Canada, because Canada's having major shutdowns with their postal service. We'll get into all that. And with all this great news, guys, don't forget code LIVE is your code for the store today. Let's hop into the news. So we're going to start, we'll start with Luigi. Everybody's heard the news. The man, the myth, the legend, the young stud, the baller himself. No, this guy has been charged with murder. And there's kind of some fantasizing about him that's happening on the internet right now.
Yeah.
But last Monday, there was the killing of the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City in broad daylight. A suppressed weapon was used, and they have linked Luigi Mangione, who is 26 years old, with the crime. The big picture is he appeared in Pennsylvania court for a preliminary arraignment on firearms and forgery charges earlier on Monday before New York prosecutors charged him with murder and with weapons possession. Here are some interesting things about Luigi. All right, so Luigi attended the University of Pennsylvania. He graduated in 2020 with a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, right? He received a bachelor's degree in science and engineering with a major in computer science and a minor in mathematics. This is a very, very smart guy. His IQ is over 130. He also received a Master of Science in Engineering in Computer and Information Science. While at Penn, he was an undergraduate member at the university's chapter of Phi Kappa Psi. From 2017 to 2020, the fraternity confirmed to Axios. You guys should look up that fraternity and what ties it has to what organizations. It's very interesting. I can't say it on YouTube. So if you look at Luigi, this is a 130 IQ, right? Very, very intelligent, very smart guy, very connected individual. So supposedly, let's paint this picture. So supposedly, he smokes this CEO of United Healthcare, and then after that, he decides to go to a McDonald's while having a written manifesto, and also having the murder weapon itself, the suppressed pistol, in a backpack, sits down at a McDonald's, okay, and has some hash browns. And then while that's happening, a McDonald's worker who's very tied into this case and is very aware of this case spots Luigi, calls the police and says, hey, the murderer is here at this McDonald's. And if you look at him, he does look like an individual that eats a lot of McDonald's. You can tell that he's got definitely the McDonald's physique. But anyways, that's unrelated. So he sits down, eats a McDouble, smashing some hash browns. McDonald's worker says, suspiciously eating, he's eating a hash brown.
Yeah,
he's looking around, making sure no one's noticing him. It's a very intelligent individual, right? In his bag, he's got the written manifesto of all these things.
6 days later.
6 days later.
Definitely just hauling it around.
Just walking around with the manifesto and a pistol with a suppressor on it.
He's like, no big deal.
No big deal. Very, very basic, normal stuff, normal behavior. The police come and arrest Luigi, okay? And then at the same time of his arrest, a YouTube channel is discovered that is that is Luigi's YouTube channel with a countdown saying, if you're watching this video, I have been arrested. All will be revealed soon.
Wait. I didn't hear about the countdown video.
Oh, you didn't hear about the countdown? There's a countdown video.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, super interesting. So countdown video, he says, I've been arrested. Don't worry. All will be revealed soon. So, I don't know if you guys know much about the CIA's pipeline or who they seek out, but it's basically this guy is who they seek out. It's a very interesting story. We're tracking it. We're going to see what happens here. If he's arraigned, if he's released on his own recognizance, what happens. Yep.
Listen. As a member of the Italian crew, we don't eat at McD's. Total setup scam.
Yeah, this is... look at the guy.
He doesn't real Italian is eating
He doesn't
at
look like he is eating at McDonald's.
No.
The guy looks like he's working out 2 times.
In 12 years,
yeah,
okay?
The guy doesn't know what a trans fat is, all right? I can't say that. I was going to make a joke, but I can't say that. Insert trans fat joke here. You guys get it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we're going to continue on the news. Obviously, we're going to track Luigi and what happened there. I do want to know, what do you guys in the comment section think is happening? What do you suspect? What is the real story here? Yeah, Doug Bucker brought it up. He says, would you like a helping of silver bracelets with your order, sir? Yeah, just normal McDonald's employee activity, being really aware of, criminals in their area. If I know one thing about McDonald's employees, that they're always very astute and observant. I can't get them to fix the ice cream machine or to pay attention to me. Most McDonald's don't even have workers that work the front counter anymore. It's all done through like a computer at a screen. They're in the back messing around. So very, very interesting. Funniest shit I heard all day. Hey man, we try our best here. Makes sense to me. I kind of like McDonald's hash browns. Yeah, that's worth going to prison over when I currently have my manifesto and a loaded gun with a suppressor on me.
Someone said it's a distraction. No, they never do that.
They never distract you.
Nothing happened that day or in the days following that they were trying to get your mind off of. They don't do that.
JS Genesis is on a completely different page. It says McDonald's is advertising now with 100% beef. So what was it before?
Wait, that's old news. They've been, that's... Have you seen Burger King's marketing since then?
I haven't.
They put on their billboard, "We don't snitch."
Yeah, oh yeah, Burger King, we don't snitch. That's hilarious. That's golden marketing. All right. As a member of the Italian crew, we don't eat at Mickey D's. Total setup. Very smart. Ivy League guy. That needs ChatGPT to write a manifesto. Yeah.
Ew. McDonald's burgers are Soylent Green.
I hope not.
Ugh. I just can't. Out of all of the like fast food places, I really don't like fast food, but McDonald's is just, it's scraping the barrel for me. I just can't do it.
Also, I love the internet really quick. Just a side note. The internet's already taken pictures of the original shooter of the amount of face that you can see and compared the eyebrows.
They're
not
the
even
same.
close.
All
Not
right.
even.
Should we go over that together, guys?
Yeah.
Let's look this
Let's
up.
let's
I'm
let's
gonna
look
find
it up. Let's go ahead and Google
you
it.
just give me a moment.
Let's break into the news here. You know, I'm a Mario fan myself. Yeah, everybody's now singing the Mario song. Bob. What up, my brother Ed? As one of the resident Italians, I refuse to stand by while people disparage our... I tried. I really did. Yeah, no. No unibrow. Yeah, that guy definitely kind of has a unibrow. Which is an Italian trait. You'll have that on those Italian jobs.
Dude, that's...
Screen share it.
I'm about to.
Screen share it.
I gotta get the picture.
I'm telling you guys, you can't beat the internet. We're too fast with it now. We don't trust anything. So they tell us something, we're like, all right, so that's a lie. How?
Our first inclination is lies.
Yeah, that's a lie. Obviously, that's a lie. So share it with the screen.
All right. Oh, did you hear that?
That's the screenshot getting.
All right, here we go, guys. We will talk about this. I'm gonna call this eyebrows. Okay.
Unrelated, let's go. Brandon will have his presidential library be an ice cream parlor full of broken McDonald's ice cream machines. If that's not a testament to his whole presidential term, I don't know what else is.
All right, are you ready, Bob?
Let's do it. Share
Transition.
it. Now you guys be the judge. Now you be the judge. You tell me, are those the same eyebrows? Are those the same eyebrows? Not a chance. Not a freaking chance. My guy Luigi's innocent. Free him.
They're covering up like the face on the first picture. So they're covering up the nose. However, you could say if they were reversed, well, he plucked them, but they're not reversed.
That's right.
That's
He
like
grew them out in 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days.
Really
I mean,
fast
that's a
growing
really
hair.
Italian guy. All right. I don't know how fast you grow your eyebrows out, but geez, Luis, this is unbelievable. Okay. Come on, not even close. Not even close. Is the webinar supposed to be seen during checkout? If you use code LIVE...
You actually have to add the webinar to your cart, guys, and then put in code LIVE, and it will drop off. But you have to add it to your cart.
If you add it to your cart, use code LIVE, you'll get it for free.
Better call Saul.
Yeah, look it up. I'm not joking. It's a real thing here. It's a real thing, okay? This is all fake.
Not even close. Well, one of these things are not like the other.
Yeah, that's not the same guy. That's not the same guy. I don't care how you want to look at it. Hey, free my guy Luigi. Mike the Gaetano over there, he knows him. They go way back.
Weren't they different jackets? Like, weren't they different jackets, too?
They're different jackets. It doesn't add up. This is bad.
He's wearing a gator. The shooter's wearing a gator. This guy's wearing a diaper, face diaper.
Listen, okay? This reeks. If you did it wrong, just hit the chat. We'll fix it. I got a friend who has a unibrow, and he's got lots of thick, fast-growing hair, and there ain't no way that is the same person. Flussercluck's like, I got friends with unibrows. That's not even close.
Not unibombers, the unibrower.
Maybe he rubbed a bunch of Rogaine on his brow. It's possible. Let's look at
He's like,
all
"Better
the
roll this
angles.
out fast."
Yeah, he's like, I better be different looking. I'll grow a unibrow. Guys, I don't know if you know my fake beard. I'll take it. Fake unibrow. Come on, jeez Louise. Hey, you think I was born yesterday? Hey, Jimmy, 2 times. It's not the same guy. The same guy, okay? Good grief. That chin is very different. Nothing is the same about this young man. This is a CIA patsy, okay? I'm just gonna say it. All right, they whacked the CEO of United Healthcare for whatever reasons, and now they got Luigi coming in to do a little time. It's ridiculous. Whole thing.
So someone said, like, he's a genius, right? But he supposedly wrote his manifesto with a pencil and paper.
Yeah, he's a genius that wrote it all by hand.
Hold on, let me get my pencil out.
Yeah.
Let's write this down.
Let me just
real quick.
write this manifesto. Get out of here, dude.
To whom it may concern.
To whom this may concern. I hated United Healthcare. I decided to go to the top. Come on. Yeah, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the FISA courts releasing all the information about certain treatments that were done in 2020. Shh. Nobody
We shall not get banned today.
Look
okay?
at over here. There's a young guy with abs. I think he killed someone. Yeah. Look at the shiny thing in the corner of the room.
If he actually did it, we're not condoning violence. Let's just say that really quick. We are not condoning. That's not the way that you handle your problems. We don't just go around killing people.
Yeah.
Okay?
He was set to testify before Congress. We gotta get rid of that guy. Who can distract all the females that are looking into this case? Quick, give him an 8-pack.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, no good. He could have had hair transplanted.
There's
Yeah.
a video of the cops helping the CFO and no blood on the floor. Okay, I'm no expert.
I'm no expert.
Okay, but like I've seen in my line of work, and when I mean let me roll that back.
Lauren?
What I mean by that is, as a media director who has to watch a lot of videos.
Lauren's like, as a professional assassin.
Like, that's not what I meant. Let me just roll that back. I see a lot of videos.
Joshua
of
Butler,
people
it is
getting
the way
hurt.
I handle my problems. We know,
Oh
Josh.
my gosh, Josh, get out of here.
No, stay. We love you.
I'm just saying, like, all the videos we see of people getting injured.
Joshua Butler's
there's
got some
usually
ties
blood.
to the Italian crime families. I'll tell you that. He knows a couple things when you whack a guy, you don't grow a unibrow right after. That's what I'm saying, okay?
And do they bleed, Josh? Okay.
This is ridiculous. Good grief. Good grief.
No, the one with the mask has thin brows. That's more like Eastern European eyebrows. The Italian brows is only going to provide a reasonable doubt for the real killer. If it comes down to in court an analyzation of the brows, and that's how he gets, like.
Dude, I was exonerated by the eyebrows.
They're like, please.
They bring in an analyst that's like it's like somebody who works at Sephora.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
like knows eyebrows so well. That'd be amazing.
No.
So R. Heath asks, I was unable to attend the webinar I purchased a while ago. Will it still be available at the link I have so I can watch it? I didn't want to open it until I asked. No, it's not going to be available. However, if you reach out to us, we'll help you get into the new webinar. Are those Tom Selleck's eyebrows? Yeah, those are. That's Tom Selleck's and Blue Bloods right there. All right, so let's continue on, guys. We're going to dive into another news story here. We don't want to get too locked into eyebrows. Should we go to the Navy?
Oh, okay. Let me get it ready.
While we're getting ready for the Navy, we'll talk a little bit about Syria. Guys, I don't know if you've heard of Syria. There's this little place. It's mentioned in the Bible. It's called Damascus. Damascus is also one of the top capitals for Christian believers. Pray for those who are currently there right now, facing martyrdom head on. It's a very rough story. So something to note is that American warplanes are pounding Syria with airstrikes, and as the Assad regime fell on Sunday, they hit dozens of targets in support of the anti-ISIS mission, which officials say are going to continue. This is U.S. coming after ISIS and their support of the Houthi rebels. I wonder who actually supports ISIS. I wonder where their money's coming from. It's definitely not Iran. And I wonder where Iran's getting their support from. It's definitely not Russia. This definitely isn't a furthering of the proxy war. Nothing to see here. Keep moving. The U.S. isn't the only military conducting strikes amid the uncertain situation that's in Syria, but it is the primary one. So the U.S. military has carried out extensive airstrikes in Syria since the Assad regime collapsed over the weekend. Where did the Assad go, by the way? Where'd the family go? It definitely wasn't Russia. Huh, that's weird. And it's not the only country to hunt for targets in this uncertain moment. So we got America, then we got Israel, and then we got Turkey, and all their forces have been involved in the bombing targets across Syria over the past few days in actions said to be in support of their respective national security interests. America doesn't like ISIS. It's one of their proxies. You should look up what the intelligence agency for Israel was called before it was called Mossad, because it definitely wasn't ISIS. Tough crowd. For the U.S., this means continuing to go after the Islamic State, as it has done for years, but with an intensity to keep the group at bay. The Biden administration has stated that this mission will continue despite uncertainty about the future of Syria's leadership. The U.S. has repeatedly said that it is committed to enduring defeat of ISIS. We don't want to give ISIS an opportunity to exploit what's going on. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby told reporters on Tuesday, adding, they would love nothing more than an ungoverned space. And if we know one thing about America, is the second that there's an ungoverned space, we're going to hop in there, see if we can help govern it, see if they got any oil or any opium, and we're going to help govern it so good, so very good. Trust us, believe it. It's worked for the past 21 years, 22 years. We're really good at helping other regions in the Middle East govern themselves. It's not like we've had multiple bad withdrawals, so it's okay. I want to know in the chat, do you guys support the movement that's happening in Syria right now? Do you support the bombing runs? Are you opposed to it? Are you for it? If you're for it, if you're opposed to it, why? We want to know. I know nothing about a webinar. Dirty Roofer, don't worry. We have a bleeding prevention webinar that's coming up 2 Sundays from now. And if you spend $50 in the store, add the webinar to your cart, put the code LIVE, you get it for free. So all you got to do is spend $50 in the store and you get it for free. You get a free bleeding prevention webinar. Shows you how to use a tourniquet, how to wound pack. We go into some of the vital skills around it and some information as to why it is so important, as well as you get an hour-long Q&A session. So we sit down, we answer your questions. Dirty Roofer said, no, stay away from Syria. We don't want to do this. We don't want to be involved in any more proxy wars, says Dirty Roofer. Lauren, you're welcome. I'll add it to the Snack Fund monthly.
Oh my gosh, you're so nice, Rick. Thank
you. Shout out to Lauren Snack Fund. She's snackless today.
I'm a big snacker, guys. What can I say? I like food.
Paladin brings up a great point, says, we're not at war. Yeah, we're not at war.
No.
This isn't an unsanctioned act of war in bombing runs. This is covered under the Patriot Act. We're just fighting terrorists right now. We're doing what America does best. We're fighting terrorists. Really good at fighting terrorists. We're the best at fighting terrorists. We're the best at we're the best at establishing terrorist organizations and standing them up and giving them money through the CIA, DIA, and also other agencies, and then giving them guns through those same agencies, or buying those guns through other nation states and then supplying them that way. We're really good at that, and then we'll also come in and fight them because they're bad.
You know when they're like,
but that's never happened.
Why are millennials so stressed?
Why are millennials? I'm not stressed.
I mean, we're not stressed. We've only lived through like 300 different like world events.
It's
and
fine.
Local, like Y2K,
it's Tuesday.
9/11, like all the different wars we've been in. No big deal.
Part of me says pull all the media out of the region and let Israel lose. But I say we return to isolationism. Yeah, I think we should probably... So what we got right now is a whole case of we got a really, really messy backyard with a bunch of problems. All of our fences are broken. There's random animals coming in, causing damage, hurting people. And we're looking at like our next door neighbor who's got, or like we're not even at our next door neighbor. We're going a town over. We're like having to cross the freeway. And we're like, oh man, we should really help them fix up their backyard. Like, hey buddy, why don't you first remove the bad things out of your own backyard before you go looking for the bad things in your neighbor's?
There's some really good questions about the webinar. Yes, you may gift the webinar. I don't know how we want to go about that.
It'll come to you in a link. You can send that link to that person.
Yes.
On our system.
So the way that it will work, guys, is you will sign up today, but you don't get the link today. The link goes out the morning of, and then once the webinar goes live, the link will work. Then you will have access to that link for 24 hours before the link disappears. Now, if you want to get in on the actual live, you got to be there on time, and there's a Q&A session during that. So if you can't watch until that night, totally fine. You just won't be able to ask the questions. You could comment the questions. We can come back in within that 24-hour period and answer them via message, but we just won't be able to answer them on the live.
Yeah.
So, yes, add it to your cart during this live stream only. Use code LIVE. It will make it free, and you will get it that day.
Yes, that's great insight there. You will get a notification before the webinar starts. We try to give you as much time as possible, but also just put it on your schedule. It's a great date night, guys. It's a really good date night. It's a good thing to hang out, kick it with the homies or with your wife or your husband or your dog, and learn some skills or freshen up some skills, right? Some of you guys have already taken Stop the Bleed courses or a Refuge Responder or a bleeding prevention course, and you just, hey, maybe I want to refresh these skills. It's really good. We're trying to give you guys assets rather than just be like, hey, if you come to the live stream, you get a free hoodie. Like, no, I mean, hoodies are dope. I love hoodies as much as the next guy. But what we want to do is give you the capability, because you guys are our focus. We want you to go out to save lives, to be more capable in protecting yourself and the ones that you love around you. That's very important to us. And so, rather than just giving you a hat or something like that or a sticker, we want to give you capability. And so that's why we decided to do the webinar seats as the giveaway today. For any $50, that's what you got to spend. And if you're curious, that is a BPK. Also, guys, I want to let you know this. We got some more of the Kydex TQ holsters. We had sold out of these. We had a bunch of people asking for them. This would be a great thing to buy today. These are made by Ford Holster Company. Ford Holster Company, it's a mom and a dad that own a holster company. Really cool guys. Ford is also a police officer. He's actively serving in that role. And they make high quality Kydex. This fits not just a Cat Gen 7, but it also fits a Sam XT. It fits a Soft T Gen 5 from TACMed. And it's a really good little piece of kit. You can tighten or loosen the retention right here, and it works really well. You can mount it on a belt. You can mount it on a plate carrier. You can mount it on your dog. All these things are options, and then you have a TQ ready to go. Quick deploy, boom. And it protects it from the elements, which is really important. If anybody's worn a tourniquet on their kit for an extended period of time or on their belt line, you know that sun can do some damage. So having that ability to protect it from the elements is really cool. Plus, quick deploy, ready to go. I run one of these on my duty belts and then also on my war belt, brother. It's a very good little piece of kit. So go and grab these. We got them in OD green or forest green or whatever green this is. We got it in coyote, and then we also have it in black too. So a couple of different options, and then we have different mounting options too. The Tech Lock quick attach belt, and we also have like a little malice clip. These are good little mounting options. They're very robust, to be honest. So go and grab these. This is a great opportunity. Excuse me.
Are y'all DoorDash friendly if some random person were to send Lauren snacks? Listen, I'm not going to say no.
Rick said, I have 2 of the Kydex TQ holder. I love them. Yeah, there you go. All right. So we talked about Syria. Syria bad. It's a bad conflict.
I'm ready for the video.
We got... See if anybody else had comments.
We actually, yes, discussing the plate carrier. I have 2 things to say about that. We had a request come into customer service that we do a video on how to attach all the things to it. That is great. That is in our queue. We are going to do that.
Yep.
Secondly, what accessories are you all working on for the plate carriers? Also, when is multicam carriers shipping?
Multicam carriers are in production right now.
Like literally, I took a video of them being sewn today.
So they're probably shipping here shortly. I will say we are working on a couple of different attachments, accoutrements, if you would, some back panels and stuff of that regard. However, I can't give you it all. I will say we are working on a back panel. We're working on another cummerbund. We want to make sure that everything is good with our first run and we catch up in the sew shop before we start adding new products and new projects. So hopefully that helps, Jupiter. We're trying to build a plate carrier that's scalable, whether you're doing clandestine undercover work, whether you're doing overt work, whatever it may be, or you're just a dude who loves plate carriers, loves training in them. We want some good options for you. But we want to make sure that the sew shop is able to support the first aid kits as well. So hopefully that makes sense. OD says sold out online. I don't know what you're talking about. We have the OD kits, Bearfac, and then also the Bear Min. Bearfac might be sold out. Maybe one of them sold out. I'm sure Lauren can check for you really quick. She's working on it.
Whenever you're ready, I do have the CCP
Amazing.
video.
All right, let's dive into the U.S. Navy and whether they've been infiltrated by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. We'll play a little clip here.
All right.
And yeah, we'll watch it all together. We'll see what's happening. Now remember, this is in the United States. This is a recruiting office.
This is crazy.
This is a recruiting office for the U.S. Navy.
Like, make sure you listen. Let me know, first of all, once it starts playing, guys, let me know that you can hear it and still hear Bob, okay? Because we're actually going to play a video while he's talking. Also, just notice the captions, okay? If you can't hear it, read the captions. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
这个软件，这是你手。哎，早上好。
Hello，早上好。好。
给你吹下去。这个一个一个来。哦，对的，一个个来。
上去量体重。
是126磅。
你们每一个人都在长重，少的长了3-4磅，多的能长到10磅，可以吗？可以。但是你要想一个问题，就是你现在长得越重，进去之后跑步越难，懂吧？我不在乎你现在长重，只要你没抽重。
这个我是挺意思的吗？
我37岁。37岁，那为什么就是想选择加入海军呢？
是一个，也是一种体验吧，跟一个更好的一个机会。
就人生经历和未来可能有更多的选择。
对。
那您是来美国几年了？
来美国应该有6年了。
6年的时间。
对。
OK， 祝您一切顺利啊！
谢谢。
您为什么要选择加入这个海军呢？
因为有这个机会吧，就是说之前就想当兵，但是一直没有这个机会，现在有了就要体验一下。
体验一下。那对海军的就是将来具体要做的工作有特别感兴趣的吗？
有，我现在已经选好了，就是
什么工作？
航空火控。
什么？
航空火控。
具体是做什么的？
就是看雷达。看雷达的。
看雷达的。
对。
听着挺酷的啊。
还好。
您今年多大岁数？
我今年35。
35。哎，他这个。
I mean, are we okay? So are we able to verify that like they've cut ties with the CCP? Like they're said they can't.
We have caught, just so you know, we have caught multiple in the U.S. Navy. We've caught multiple bad actors on behalf of the Chinese Communist Party leaking documents as to what warships are built out of, how they're crafted, their security systems, their blueprints. We've caught them flying drones outside of naval bases.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that. That is crazy. New experiences like sabotage or piracy. I mean, and in all honesty, too, if they really were just wanting to fight, if they had moved here and they escaped the tyranny there, they would understand why, like, they couldn't be in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because, like, it's putting our safety at risk.
So, obviously, this is a huge concern. This is a naval recruiting office. It's starting to make the rounds. I'm sure that this will be investigated to some sense now that the general public's becoming aware of it. You know, this is something for you to think about. Should you go into your local recruiting office and see what it's like? What's happening at your local recruiting office? Who's there? Who are they recruiting? What language are they speaking? Are they speaking English? Or even Spanish? Spanish is our number 2 language in the United States.
They have their, like, jargon on the walls. Like,
yes,
it's not
they
even,
do.
Like, our stuff on the walls.
It is in Chinese, or Mandarin, rather, right? So, yeah, it's very concerning, right? This has been happening for years, it seems. But something that we should be aware of is, especially with our border crisis the past 2-4 years, we've seen an influx of, you know, anywhere from 20 to 40 million people is what they're saying. So is it possible that they are infiltrating all the ranks of our military currently? Has the military been compromised?
Did we get cut? Uh-oh. Did they drop us?
Oh.
Shut the front door. We're
Be
frozen
amazing.
on my end. Oh, there it goes. All right, there it goes. Frozen there for a second.
Concerning Luigi, I don't think any of it's real. Yeah, it doesn't seem real. Yeah, I want you guys to know, have you had any experience? I want to know from you guys, have you had any experiences with, foreign nationals attempting to get into the military near you? Are you guys experiencing this nearby? Have you seen any issues with recruiting offices seeking out those of different nationalities? This is very concerning given the fact that one of the things that makes the United States so very strong is our naval capability, our warships, the fact that we have big boats. Don't touch our boats. It's one of the biggest rules. It goes all the way back to Pearl Harbor. Do not touch our boats.
Do not touch this. Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about touching our boats. And so if I was a bad actor, which I'm not, but if I was, I'll put myself into the hypothetical realm over here.
Bad guy hat.
Bad guy hat. Put it on. Oh, we should get the I'm the bad guy hat. It's by the machine gun. Yeah, that's something we say in our office. It's by the machine gun. No, but if I was going to put my bad guy hat on, I'd probably want to infiltrate what is the biggest risk to other nation states, right? Being the naval force that is rivaling the CCP. I ate some local Chinese food and it gave me the runs. It's hard to man a rifle when you have a bad case of splode. Yeah, that's the thing, is they're eating MREs that you paid for. They're not eating local Chinese food. You're actually paying them. Your salary and the taxes that come out of it, the section that goes to the DOD, right, for, salary and administration of military forces and military personnel are paying those dudes. Ta-da!
Hey, so
Congrats.
Gritton and Grace said, what did I miss? So I don't think she was here for the whole webinar thing.
What was that?
Gritton and Grace, we are doing, during the live stream only, so as soon as this live stream's over, the deal is over, every order on the website over $50, you get a free seat in the bleeding prevention webinar. That's basically one link per device. So if you want your family to sit down and do this and watch it on the computer or the TV or whatever, totally cool. You guys can't be like sharing a link with your entire congregation because that's uncool.
Right.
But yeah.
And I want to speak to this. So SOE Inspector said, my first roommate in the military was from the Philippines. He was cool, except he used to cook Spam in our bedroom. Gross. Yeah, Spam's gross. But with that, I don't want you guys to think that this is some sort of racist rhetoric. I love all people. All people are created in the image of Christ. They're beautiful. My concern is when you have nation states that are vehemently opposed to the United States of America, nation states like Russia, like China, like Iran. This would be, obviously right now, given what's happening with Syria, if we saw a bunch of Iranians, speaking Arabic, in a recruiting office, this would be front page news. Everybody would be freaking out. But because they're Chinese, for some reason, it's kind of getting shoved under the rug. This is very concerning. Everybody should be aware that the largest part of our deficit is to China as a nation, right? And we also are paying them not just the deficit, but also the late fees on the deficit. So this is a type of infiltration that maybe people weren't aware of, and we're just trying to break this news out a little bit.
Hey, breaking news. The FBI director, Christopher Wray, resigned.
Oh.
I wonder why.
I wonder why the FBI director, Christopher Wray, just has resigned.
How many people have resigned since Trump?
Quite a few.
They're all just
Quite a few.
Deuces.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to get a pardon too. Like there's talks for other individuals that are getting pardoned. Iranians are cool. I know many. That's great. Iranians are also not cool. I know many. Iran is one of the biggest nation-state threats right now. They're in the top 3. This would imply at least one chief, at least one IT and server first, second classes with at least one fleet deployment. Hard to believe they all end up at the same recruiting office without high up. And that is a great point. How did all these guys end up at one recruiting office? You didn't see one black guy there. You didn't see one Hispanic guy there. Or gal, right? You didn't see one white guy or gal there. You didn't see anybody of any other ethnicity at this recruiting office, which is very interesting. So these are things that we should look into, that we should be aware of as a preparedness mindset individual. These are big indicators. These are big red flags. On the threat matrix, this is all the way over here on WTF, my bro. because I did not have that on my 2024 bingo card. U.S. Navy being co-opted by CCP actors. I did not have that on my bingo card. It just wasn't there. What's up, Clement Clark? Are you guys surprised by this? I want to know in the comment section. Is this something that's surprising you, or is this something that's like, oh man, I figured this would happen?
Hey guys, help us out. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like button.
Please help us with Al Gore's rhythm.
Bet they rode a chartered bus in. Yeah, very possible that they rode a chartered bus in, or C-130 in. You know, this is very interesting stuff. And what military did that one gentleman always want to serve in? I always wanted to serve in the military. Which military? Which military did you always want to serve in? Because you always wanted to serve in the United States military? Or do you want to serve in the Russian military? Or do you want to serve in the Chinese military? Or, like, you see, because words matter. Words do have meaning. But, man, that's a red flag. You have somebody who's like, I always wanted to serve in the military, blah, 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 blah.
Could you, so you know Charlie Day, that picture of him?
Yes, where he's like pointing to all the things.
What if like we just found all the happenings of 2024 and like mapped them out? Wouldn't that be, I mean, that's what that photo would be.
That would be.
And then this, and then that.
I can't. I'd have an aneurysm. I would have an aneurysm. Duck Bucher, no surprise here. They've been doing it for decades. I like the stream. Hey, thanks so much, Brett. I appreciate it. We like you, bro. We like you. So we're going to hop into the next piece of news here. Keep eyes out right now, guys. Pay attention to your local surroundings. Pay attention if there's any bad actors in your area. Obviously, never assume, never profile, but always be aware, be observant, be critical, right? Remember the warnings of Paul, be sober, serious, sensible, right? All these things. Don't just be don't ostrich and put your head in the sand and hope for the best. The San Fran recruiting office has always had primarily Asian staff because demographic reasons, not to trivialize the story, just facts about staffing. That's a good piece of insight, Rupana. Thank you, I appreciate it. Maybe they'll be signed up for Ukraine. Maybe. Seriously, this doesn't surprise me anymore, said Grumpy Panda. Grumpy Panda's like, I'm not surprised by any of this stuff anymore. They're all bad. I can't see now, Bob. My eyes are out. Well, I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you new eyes. I can't. You know, it's not on my. I stop a bleed. It's just, you know, you gotta know. You gotta go to your sweet spot. Speaking of stopping a bleed, have you guys heard about the bleeding prevention webinar that you can get for free if you spend $50 in the store today? Yeah, guys, seriously.
Today, during the live.
During the live, if you spend $50 in the store during the live stream, you can get a flea.
We send it in a little box.
You can get one singular flea.
He is tame.
His name is Jake. Jake the flea.
Jake.
He's a good guy. Trust me. No, you can get a free bleeding prevention webinar. And so all you got to do is, you know, add in a Bearfac and OD Green, and then add in a bleeding prevention webinar, and put in the code LIVE, L-I-V-E, and you can live, baby. And you get a free bleeding prevention webinar. We take the total off at the end.
Hey, so Jupiter Mojo or Mojo.
You all seen any Iranian drones over there yet?
You heard about that, about Trump? Like, they're just being like Iranian drones.
Have you seen their propaganda? Have you seen the Iranian propaganda? The Iranians will put out videos literally showing drones attacking Donald Trump.
What?
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Like they'll show like robot cars, like little drone cars and stuff, like going onto a golf course, assassinating him. They're crazy, man. Yeah, Iranians are interesting. Is an interesting nation state. That's what Iran is. Tremendous flea. Some would say the greatest flea. A lot of people, beautiful people, love the flea. So with that, we're gonna hop into the next story, guys. We've got a really good story to finish it up for today. A really, really good story. This is coming out of California. So, California cop injures himself and 9 others after accidentally crashing a motorcycle into a crowd at a holiday parade. So what started as a bad story is going to end in a good one. Stay with me. So Officer Kenny Miranda lost control of his motorcycle and it skidded into those along the Festival of Lights parade route in the city of Palm Springs. Authorities in Palm Springs, California are investigating after a police officer crashed his motorcycle into a crowd, injuring himself and 9 others, including at least 1 child, at the city's annual Festival of Lights parade. The police officer, which has been identified as Officer Kenny Miranda, lost control of his bike and it skidded into those along the parade route at approximately 6 p.m. local time on Saturday, December 7th. Miranda and 9 others suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The California Highway Patrol is now investigating the accident. The video of the accident shared by ABC's affiliate showed the motorcycle moving at a high rate of speed and then elevating its front wheel, that's called a wheelie, before it crashed. Witnesses described seeing Miranda pop a wheelie, but Palm Springs Public Information Officer Kitty Alvarado told the Desert Sun that the reports were a rumor. The dude popped a wheelie. That's 100% what happened. An eyewitness told the paper that Miranda severed his hand in the accident before the bike crashed into the bystanders, including an elderly couple and others. By the way, when they say non-life-threatening injuries, severing your hand is a life-threatening injury. Why, class?
Other ones said that he lost his hand.
Yeah, that's what severed means.
Like completely
yeah,
off.
to sever it.
Dang, dude.
So that's a life-threatening injury. Your brachial artery runs down, right? And severing that artery, you could bleed out and die. Okay, but don't worry. Wait, because a woman described at least one member of the community helping another by pulling out a tourniquet and applying it to another victim's leg, right? So there was a tourniquet applied to the officer, and then a tourniquet was applied to a victim's leg who had suffered a femoral bleed. After the accident, the parade, which draws an estimate over 100,000 people to the area each year, right? On Sunday, December 8th, Palm Springs Chief of Police, Andy Mills, said that the other city leaders visited Miranda in the hospital and that the officer will likely recover his mobility in his hand. Kenny expressed deep concern for all those injured and wishes them a full and speedy recovery. He added that 2 other victims were still undergoing treatment at the hospital. That's because if you need a tourniquet, you have to have multiple surgeries after it. But the main victory of this story, guys, is that in the crowd, a bystander had a tourniquet, okay? She pulls it out of her bag. She deploys the tourniquet to another victim's leg and saves a life. Now, obviously, I don't know whether that was a Refuge kit or not, or just some other kit, but that's more than one life-threatening injury, so don't always believe the news reports. No life-threatening injuries. If tourniquets were used, those are life-threatening injuries. Okay?
Yeah.
That's why the tourniquet was used.
Hand is yeah. I mean,
Bleeding. What is life-saving medical training? That's right. Life-saving medical training actually saves lives in real-world scenarios. So, this speaks to, do you have a tourniquet readily accessible with you at all times? Not in the car, which is parked 3 blocks away. Not at home, which is 4 miles away. Not, in a bag somewhere, but on your person. Are you carrying everyday capability? My new soft tea is coming tomorrow. It's my B-Day present to myself, and yes, it is from Refuge. Heck yeah. Happy birthday, Clement Clark. I hope you have an awesome birthday and that you don't have to use your tourniquet, because that would stink. But I am glad that you have it just in case. I only support American needs. We need all our men to come home. Stop irritating the world. Absolutely, Betty. You are 100% right. I did my good deed today and helped an elderly woman that tripped and fell with no one around. I helped her back up and to her car. She said she didn't need any medical services. Joseph, that is awesome. Good job, Joseph. That is the Refuge Nation mindset right there. Freaking Joseph, email me. I'm going to send you some stickers, bro. That's freaking awesome. Email me. Bob@refugemedical.com. I'm going to send you a little sticker pack just so you can remember how dope you are. Excuse me. I was running in the cold yesterday, and now my freaking whole respiratory system's like, I hate you. Go away. Yeah, guys, so what a good story. What a good opportunity to show, like, hey, having this gear on you can actually save lives. It doesn't have to be a huge act of violence. Sometimes it's just a cop who loses control of his bike and accidentally crashes into the parade, all right? It is parade season. It is travel season. People are traveling for Christmas and for Hanukkah and all that stuff. So, be aware of that, all right? So pay attention. Have your gear on you. Have your gear ready to deploy. If you don't have your gear, go to refugemedical.com and get your freaking gear and get the people around you the gear that they need. So that way, when your local U.S. Naval office that's been infiltrated by the CCP activates and they turn against you, you have the capability to save a life. I feel like Alex Jones right now, but you literally just watched a video of it. They're turning to the friggin' frogs, yay! All right, guys, so we have a couple more minutes. I want to add the Q&A portion back in here at the end. We love the Q&A portion. It's awesome. Don't forget that OD Green is shipping before Christmas. Anything that's in stock right now is shipping before Christmas. Yeah, this is a great time to throw your questions into the chat. We'll try to answer them to the best of our broken ability, have a little bit of transparency. We love you guys. JC Fixer said, I want a sticker pack. Then go help old ladies, bro. What are you doing? If you were helping old ladies instead of commenting. No, I'm just joking. Let us know. If you guys do good things, we'll always try to reward it.
Don't drink the tap water.
Don't drink the tap water. Fluoride, bad. Atrazine, bad. Lead, bad. All those are bad. I know they say that it's good for you. It's not. I know because Robert Kennedy told me. And before Robert Kennedy told me, Alex Jones told me. Shout out to the Alex man. Breaking news. 12C smashes going through the wall. Did someone just say running in the cold? That's my jam. Yeah, we did an NTOA SWAT PT qualification yesterday, and it started with an 800-meter sprint in the cold. And it's the worst. It's absolutely the worst. Give the gift of life. What's up, Scouting in the Woods? All right. Any questions, guys? Throw your questions in the chat. This is a great time to ask questions. A little bit of transparency. Always love to be honest and forthright. If you guys want to, this is a good little piece of kit. This could have came in handy at the scene of that crash with the officer that wrecked his motorcycle. This is the Road Rash kit. Road Rash kit is awesome. It is a really high quality kit. You got the skin glue. You got a bunch of different wraps in there, whether it's Coban tape, Ace wrap, skin stapler, extra gauzes, gloves, burn dressings, all this different stuff. Really, really good little kit. Very affordable. Awesome to put in the car. Awesome to have if you got kids, too, that are riding bicycles.
That's a good one.
Bob, I'm heading into the new year with new goals. What would you recommend to train on other than medical and PT? Communications and technology capability. Understanding how to communicate with people, not just face-to-face, but also whether it be over different bands that exist, the GMRS, the FRS, the MURS, the HF bands. But then also understand technology. Signals intelligence is becoming huge in our current world. Everybody's wearing smartwatch. I wear a smartwatch, you know. Lauren wears a smartwatch. We all have it.
On airplane mode.
On airplane mode, but it still gives off a signal, which we'll talk about in a different day.
Nope, if you look it up, it gives off ELMs.
Lauren.
But your EMFs are much
Lauren,
lower.
I'm not talking about EMF. I'm talking about a data signal that can be tracked.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it's going to poison you. I'm talking about it's going to tell somebody where you are.
Guys, EMFs are real.
But understanding signals intelligence is very important. So that's kind of on my 2025 list, is becoming more capable with SIGINT, signals intelligence, knowing what to reduce and what to look for and kind of how to get into that technology sphere. I'm very dumb when it comes to that stuff. So, and then I'm also trying, train at more sustainable skills. A lot of people worry about gunfighting. A lot of people worry about self-defense, whether it be jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or karate or taekwondo or boxing. But learn some sustainable skills, animal husbandry, gardening, solar capability, and understanding electrical systems. All these are great things to train on for 2025.
Doug Baker said, I just remembered 2 days ago my wife burned her arm on a cast iron skillet. No problem. I have the burn kit from Refuge and use the burn gel. Great stuff. Actually, somebody else said something earlier about using, I think the burn shield is what they were saying. And then we had another one from
it's the burn season right now. It's a burn season. A lot of fireplaces, a lot of cooking happening. Yeah. Make sure you have your burn kit. Guys, we got burn buckets that are shipping almost same day. So burn buckets are getting out really, really quick right now. That's a good thing for this year. People are talking on some great things to learn. Brett Spencer said, I'd love to get a flipper and learn more on signal intel. Yeah, absolutely. Learning just basic RF frequencies that are giving off. What is that electronic door frequency? What is that car frequency? What is that tire pressure signal? All these different things, they really do add up. Nathaniel said coding. Coding would be cool. That's just not my cup of tea, man.
We have requests for a reading list.
We're working on a library right now. We could probably pull together a 2025 reading list. That'd be good.
Really cool. So Shannon, Shannon, did you put live in the code on the website when you got the kiddo? If you didn't, make sure you reach out to us so we can get you the bleeding prevention webinar. And also Christopher Kiefer said you literally just placed your order for your select kit. If you spend over $50, guys, you get the free webinar, but you gotta put that in there. If you didn't, reach out to us so we can get you signed up for the webinar for free.
Yeah, 100%. Y'all ever thought about making a vet bucket for animals? Plan on ordering an ankle kit after Christmas. We used to have some animal kits. We had a canine kit. We had 3 canine kits. We had the Rottie, the Mastiff, and the Shepherd. They weren't super successful. They didn't sell a lot. And so we discontinued holding them on stock. We'll build them for you. But if you're looking for certain vet supplies, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll build it out for you. We have no problem doing some custom kitting. We love it. Does anyone have a Refuge Nation or Bear Nation HF net on 20 meters? I have no idea. I'm not an HF guy. I'm trying to learn more about it. Guys, don't forget HSA and FSA. HSA and FSA, they're going to, well, one of them's going to expire soon. Here come the end of the year. Use your funds. Use your funds before they're gone. Get them while you can. If you use your HSA and spend $50 on medical gear with your HSA, you actually get that free training. It's one of the workarounds for training with your HSA. So very cool. Excuse me. All right. All good questions here. I have a Siberian Husky. Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Order placed. Heck yeah. Rock and roll. A lot of orders placed, guys. Good job. I'm excited to see everybody in the webinar. It's a great opportunity to train and learn together and learn the fine art of how to not die. That would stink to die when you could have just put a tourniquet on. Imagine how that would be so lame. That'd be so lame. And then you could be like that woman who saw that accident happen and just put a tourniquet on somebody and save their life. Just disappear into the abyss. Well, who saved that life? I don't know. Was that Batman? I don't know. Was it Spider-Man? I don't know. Who was that? It was Jake, from 12C Conditioning.
Hey guys, hit that like button. We still have 30-something people who haven't.
Hit that like button.
Saucin said, ordering now, was driving.
Yeah, we've had a lot of, Dirty Roofer mentioned the drones up by Queens. We've had a lot of reports of drones up in the Northeast. New Jersey, New York, a lot of drone activity. A lot of drone activity. If you guys have any information about that, go ahead and email me, bob@refugemedical.com. I'd love to learn more about it. I can only speculate right now, but it would just be that. It'd be speculation. Is the webinar on Zoom? No, webinar is not on Zoom. It's a YouTube private link. We all hop in there. We have a few moderators in the chat. We get to do a live video and then a live Q&A.
Has a slideshow and everything. Other cold weather medical mishaps would be a good video.
That would actually be a really good video. We'll make a note of that. Yeah.
Putting it on the list.
Putting it on the list. On the list.
Blade Smith, you are not too late to get the free webinar. Any order over $50 on the website, literally right now. And you put live, make sure you put the webinar in your cart, put code live, and you get a free seat at the webinar on December 22nd.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll run it through the rest of the day so anybody who comes back and watches it later can actually use it. So we'll run it through the end of the day. Batman, but he just going around doing trauma medicine instead of beating up bad guys is a short right there. Yeah, it's kind of like Medic Man. Throwback. Drone. That's it. Clement Clark's got it. Drone. There was a drawing or something about an in-person training when you purchase a sealed med kit during the Black Friday sales. When is that, or did I miss it? Yeah, so that's the golden ticket. So I think we've had a few golden tickets already get retrieved and get claimed, but we still have some that are out there floating. So if you've ordered from us and your order hasn't shipped yet, or you haven't opened it yet, or you gave it to somebody else for a Christmas present, you don't know. Where it's all, the suspense is killing us. We have no idea.
We're like, where's the rest of them?
There was a news report on drones today. Yeah, I'm sure the drones aren't a problem. I'm sure nothing bad's going to come from that.
Oh.
If you guys in the gals chat can pick up some of your medical supplies, 2025 is going to be a rocky year. Medical insurance is probably going to be a sky high after what happened in New York. That's definitely possible, Miko Wolf. About to roll out. Hey, Travis, you have a great day, man. Bless you. Guys, let's pray, and we'll head out. Don't forget to use your code LIVE through the end of the day to get the free, man, second time I said flea, to get the free bleeding prevention webinar. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. Father, thank you for all the people here. Lord, thank you for the fact that we get to do this, so we get to, celebrate and laugh and have joy in the craziness of the world. Let us not be surprised by this craziness, Lord. Let us cling to you and know that you are sovereign and in charge. We praise you for your mercy and for your compassion, the fact that you would love us and you would renew us and that you would rejuvenate us in your spirit. Lord, I pray that we would walk in your spirit, in the spirit of truth and in love and in compassion, in gentleness and meekness and kindness and goodness and mercy, and that we would be a light in this dark world right now, that we would bring people closer to you, Yeshua, our King, our Messiah. We praise you. We bless you. It's in your holy name. Amen. All right, guys. We love you. I hope you have an amazing day. Please remember, carry an effing tourniquet. Shalom.